turkey's coming through.
A new year meant it was time for a new Christmas special. Last year's Christmas dinner in a camper van had gone down a treat, but we knew we had to do better this year.
Stuffed.
Preparations for our Christmas special started back in August, when I had the great idea to cover the van in Christmas lights. I got in touch with a company that I've bought many lights from to see if they wanted to work with us. Lights for Fun were really keen to get involved and sent us a small amount of lights, 400, to see how far that would get us and how many we'd need. When we put the first 400 lights on the van, we couldn't believe how amazing it looked, but it became very apparent that we weren't anywhere near the number that we needed. We worked out we were going to need 14 sets to cover the entire van. That's 2,800 lights. Thankfully, Lights for Fun were really up for the idea and agreed to lend us the lot. So amongst these two boxes are about 2,800 fairy lights, and I'm going to put all of these on the van. We've got
loads of them.
Massive packs of fairy lights, 200
outdoor
lights
fairy lights, battery powered, aren't they?
Yeah, all of these are battery powered. That's the only way we could get around it, really. And they're all multicoloured, so...
But very huge thank you to Lights for Fun for even sending the batteries with them as well. Yeah. So that's helped us out massively. Yeah, look at that. Loads of batteries.
They're huge batteries as well.
Whoa, is that what it takes?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no.
It's amazing. So they've sent us all the batteries as well. Look at that.
That is a lot of lights and batteries.
That's not even the whole amount.
Is that why?
Look.
Is there more?
Yeah. So these are the ones we got to practice with as well.
And more.
Look at this. That's
so yeah,
brilliant.
You've got to fit all these by tomorrow.
Actually, I've got to fit all these by 2 o'clock, and it's 11 o'clock now because I'm going to work at 2.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Back in September, that's how early we start, I did a trial run with 2 sets of lights, which is about 40 metres worth. Drove around a bit to test how it gets on, took the lights on and off just to check there was no damage, and it was brilliant. It looked amazing, so I can't imagine what 2,800 lights is going to look like.
Well, yeah, because it was a bit scary when Lizzie said to me, I need to use duct tape to stick these on the van, and I was thinking, okay, but she sort of put the duct tape on her jumper first to try and get rid of some of the stickiness a bit, but even then, it's still, oh yeah, you can see it there, look. Get off! Even then, it's still, it came off absolutely fine, so yeah, it was not an issue at all, so, but yeah, it was a little bit worried at first. Even doing the roof, look.
This is going to be the best bit. I thought I'd start with the roof because then that bit's done, because this is the scariest bit, I think. So what we'll be doing is we'll be wiring these boxes. We won't be just attaching them to the van and hoping for the best. That's really heavy. They'll be wired in through the windows here. So the windows won't be covered in lights. That'll just be so that you can still see out. We'll be going around them. But yeah, the wire will go in through the window.
This is like Christmas Day for any father, I think. Putting batteries in things. And I've got to do all of them. And a quick check that they work. Oh yes.
So that there is half the roof having been done. It's looking pretty good, I think. Now for the other half, which has got an awning on, which means it's going to be a lot more difficult.
Well, we had a bit of a mistake last night. The roof, which is all sort of finished, well, was all finished, there was loads of condensation on the roof, which brought a lot of the sticky bits back up again. So at least we know it's not sticking too much to the roof. It's, but it's, yeah, pretty annoying. We've had to move the van, park it in the sun, and yeah, wait for it to dry off. But meanwhile, Lizzie's doing the bonnet and the doors and stuff.
They are sticking back onto the roof now.
She says they are sticking back onto the roof, so yeah, not too bad, but obviously we want to make sure it's well stuck down before we drive all the way up to London. So yeah, we're getting there. Look at the setup of all the boxes as well, and they're all labelled. You probably can't see it very well on the camera, but they are all labelled, and yeah, so they can all be switched on in the correct order, but also they're labelled so that we know which ones aren't on, etc. So it's yeah, quite the setup.
So as you can see, you can still open the sliding door, which is quite cool. That shuts. It's all attached, and you can still open the boot.
And the front doors.
And the front doors. You just can't open the roof. That's the one thing you can't do. I think we've done well there. Good work,
Right,
team.
let's go
Good
to
work,
London.
team.
Let's go to London, innit?
Yeah.
Innit?
Well, we just stopped at Fleet Services just to check over the van, just to check really that it's okay on the motorway, and actually it's been brilliant. There's been no problems at all, so we're really happy with how it's been going. As you can see, they're all still on. Very good.
Up till now, don't know where, don't know how. Lately I've come to realize that I can't see it in your eyes.
So we're on the road with the van now, and all the lights are on, and it's going to look amazing, I think.
Hilarious. Even just in the mirrors it looks hilarious.
Yeah, we've had loads of people already come out and show their kids and things like that, so fingers crossed it's going to look amazing for people. People keep pulling up next to us, it's really funny, so hopefully it brings a smile to a lot of people's faces. That we're super excited, we can't wait to do this.
It does look hilarious.
It looks really good.
Summer ended, but we did not. We started something, this thing that we got grew stronger. Each day we're together, on the way, oh, we're falling in love. To me it's perfectly clear, we're falling in love. It's true this
Just casually following the police now. Just approaching Buckingham Palace. We've been a lot of places today, haven't we?
We have. We've done a full tour of London.
Lots of lovely people as well out there. I think we've brought a lot of smiles to people today, which is the most important thing. But gosh, it's been work, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Trying to find lots of places and turn around, and Sean keeps kicking me out to film stuff, so hopefully it's all worth it. It has been fun though. Hopefully this policeman doesn't decide to turn around and just tell us off. I'm sure it's legal.
We both know that we're falling in love. To me it's perfectly clear, we're falling in love.
Sean just chatting to some people about it. Loads of people have asked us about it today. It's been brilliant. What a location.
We're falling in love. No, it's the time of the year when something's in store for us. 'Cause we're falling in love. That's right.
Well, this is the reality of vlogging. I've just had to run to catch up with the bus. It's in our bus. Because Sean keeps dropping me off, and then I have to film, and then I have to chase after him all over London. So I've basically run all over London today. But I can see him right ahead of me. There you go. There he is. So you might have seen in the real video that we got this amazing gift box for Bentley from a company called Pawsey, who was set up by a friend of mine recently, and it's really cool. Like, the amount of stuff that we got in there was amazing, and the little like neckerchief and things like that, and little bow tie. They are loving the treats and all the toys. So if you want to check them out, like I say, it's a startup business, and it's a really cool business, really good prices and really cool stuff in there as well. So I'd highly recommend, but just check them out in the description if you want to. I think the treats are a thumbs up. We came up with a really good idea for what to do with the lights after we're done. Lights for Fun had told us they weren't able to sell them on, so we said, well, how about we give them to a charity that's really close to our hearts instead? And they agreed. We have absolutely boxes and boxes of stuff for them.
We've taken all the lights off the van, and we've even got a load of chockies and biscuits as well for the staff to get them through Christmas.
So we're here at the wonderful care home that is Sue Ryder. This is the Oxfordshire branch of it, and this is actually where my dad came into for end of life care, so it's a place very close to my heart. And we're here with Michael, who's one of the fundraisers here, and we're going to be giving you guys a lot of sets of lights and hopefully they'll be able to use them all around the hospice here as decorations for Christmas. My dad was in over Christmas. It was so nicely done when he was here before, and obviously you've got a lovely donated Christmas tree here as well. So where do you think you're going to put them?
Yeah, thank you to Bus and Beyond. It's great. We're going to find a place. It's a lovely building, and we're going to find a place and so many lights. I'm sure we're going to make it look really Christmassy.
Yeah, definitely. No, we're really glad you guys are happy to take them, and can't thank you enough for everything you did for us before. So.
And don't forget the chocolates.
Oh yeah, so we've also got. I've got a bag here full of biscuits and chocolates for all the staff here as well, just to say another thank you. So yeah, we're very happy to give us you all of this, and hopefully you can put very good use to all of that.
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. Especially the chocolates.
You definitely, yeah. Thank you so much. So it's really nice to have dropped off those lights, donated those lights. Thank you to Lights for Fun for allowing us to do that. It's the best place for those to go over Christmas. It'd be so good for all the team here at Sue Ryder to be able to make the place look even more amazing than it is. It already looks incredible, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The building, it was
Ian Fleming grew up here. I think it was his grandfather's house, and so you can kind of see the building. We can't unfortunately show you just for the sensitive nature of what is going on in the building.
Yeah.
But you can see where things like Skyfall came from, and what an incredible place.
It's so tranquil for the patients there. It's so tranquil. They get 24-hour care. Just
the service they provide in the local area is incredible. So we've put a link in the description to Sue Ryder so that people can donate if they wish to, or find out more about the work that they do. It is literally full of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life, and it's so humbling to be here and to be able to help them. So
and this particular Sue Ryder Hospice has a real place in both our hearts, doesn't it? It's where Lizzie's dad got loads of care. It was all over Christmas as well, wasn't it? So they did an absolutely incredible job.
It's a real privilege to be able to give back just a small part of what they've done for our family. So absolutely.
So make sure you check out that link in the description, have a look at the work that they do, and from Lizzie and I, and Bentley, who's not here because he can't be trusted anywhere, have a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. If you've not watched our full Christmas special, then make sure you check it out. The link is in the description below.